Are you interested in burning belly fat fast? If I was to ask you which of these activities will burn the most belly fat? 1 hour of vigorous belly dancing. 2, 45 minutes of strength or resistance training. And 3, a 5-mile run under the sun. And the answer is 2, about 45 minutes of strength training or resistance training. And there's even a faster way to get to the stubborn belly fat, and that's going to be our option number 4, and that will be what this video is going to be about. Would you mind if I start with a little story? I love sharing stories about the things that I lived with different people when I was working at different fitness centers and studios around the city. And I remember this particular wonderful woman that was very excited about the next phase of her fitness journey. She had lost quite an amount of weight for the past 6 months or so, but she was a little bit confused about what was going on. She was doing a lot of cardio. She would come to the club and spend 1 hour in the treadmill and doing some machines and then going back to the treadmill. So she was spending a ton of time on the treadmill or the bike. So when she came to me, she said, look, I really want to flatten my belly. I had babies and I want to get rid of this. And I thought, okay, let's do it, but you gotta listen to me. The first thing I want you to do is let's spend less time on the treadmill. She said, how much time should I be doing? I said, 10 minutes. She said, what? I said, yes, 10 minutes. That's all I want you to do at the beginning of the training. She listened to me and I got her into strength resistance training. We started using dumbbells and the barbell and kettlebell and everything. And at first she was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you. And slowly but surely, we started seeing amazing results. That belly started flattening and it was just wonderful how those shirts started getting looser and looser and looser. By the way, I know the importance of cardiovascular training. It is necessary to keep your systems healthy, starting with your cardiovascular system. So I absolutely recommend it. But what I'm saying, if you are interested in losing the belly fat, the way to do it is to do a combination of resistance training. And why I keep emphasizing resistance or strength training. In order for the body to release energy, there's a whole process that needs to happen that has to do with molecules and cells and ATP and all these amazing things that happen in order for the muscles to have the energy to perform the activity. So in order for us to lift or to do anything that requires extra energy, there's gotta be something happening in our body to support that. And in this case, these reactions happening in our body or this process that has to do with things that we cannot see, that we're glad we're not able to see because it's kind of complicated. But what is happening is that energy is released to fuel the muscles that are performing these activities. The heavier we lift or the vigorous, if it's vigorous and heavy, the better it is in order for you to use more energy and therefore burn more calories. Enough of technicality. The goal here is to flatten the belly, right? So what I am going to suggest you do, incorporate weightlifting, definitely resistance training. Doesn't have to be weights, can be using bands, right? The resistance of the bands will help you activate those muscles and get the energy and the calories burning. But what I love to do, and this is something that I studied, it is written in books, and I also saw it with my own eyes and in my own body. I did a lot of cardio isolated and I did my weight training isolated. But what I found that is even more effective is combining both. And how do we do that? You combine them. Let's say you have 45 minutes for your fitness time. You start with 10 minutes of cardio, then you do 15 minutes of resistance training. Like I said, doesn't have to be with weights. You can even use kettlebells or the barbell or whatever you are interested sitting. Then you do another 10 minutes of cardio or 5 minutes. Really depends if you're not really much into cardio. I know some people that prefer just to continue the strength training. You can do 5 minutes, you can do it really fast, get the heart pumping and get those systems helping you to get to the fat burning. It's really amazing what happens when we confuse the muscles, go from slow control movements, a little heavier, to something lighter and faster, to then again go back to the muscle loading. So do a combination of that. You can start, like I said, with 10, then 15, then another 10. That will be about 10, 25, 35, and then you can end with another 10 minutes of cardio. But most importantly, please leave at least 5 minutes of flexibility training. So there you have your whole 45 minutes of a combination, I could repeat it again, of activities that are going to give your body what your body needs. And here's another thing that I really would love for you to live with. Resistance training will keep your muscles activated and burning calories even after you are done with your workout for up to 72 hours more. So that is another reason why I love strength training and why I see giving me the results that I wanted and helping so many people. So there is your option number 4. Combine your activities. Learn to work out with different equipment. If you don't have equipment, I always say start with water bottles with 8 ounce, then move to 16 ounces and 32 ounces, but add weight to your routine. Get those muscles doing the work for you. Get to option number 4 and see yourself burning a ton of calories and fat and flattening the belly. Remember to subscribe, like, share the video. No matter what you do, continue moving forward. I would love for you to take another step. If you want to start just with weights, start just with weights. If you want to start just with walking for 10 minutes, start with those 10 minutes. Just start today. It was a pleasure. I love you all. I will see you in our next video. Until then, please take care and enjoy the journey.